Buenos dias. Good morning. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Didn't wake up having a good morning. Then I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you because any day you're alive, any day you're awake, it should be a pretty damn good morning. Not damn. Don't use those words. That's a cursing word. I don't know why I used that. Let me just get set up here properly. Gotta be honest. I mean, this weekend I didn't do a whole lot when it comes to video editing and stuff like that. I wanted to get some videos done, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get it done this week. We all good. We're good. Well, good morning. Buenos dias. It's another day, another dollar. As the story is said, it is Mega Money Monday. And is it mega already? I mean, we're at all-time highs again. Unreal. It is remarkable. I am beyond words because I gotta tell you, I'm bullish, okay? I'm always bullish, but I mean, I'm okay with a little pullback too, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay if we get a little pullback. This choo-choo train just wants up, and it's like, if you're not bidding first levels of support, you're getting left behind right now, or I am getting left behind right now because it just keeps going higher and higher, and I'm here waiting for maybe the ghost of the pullback, and which never comes in. I don't even want to talk too much about this price where we're at, besides tell you kind of this picture here. Let me get here on a 15-minute time frame. So this is a 15-minute time frame now that I'm pulling up here, so it's easier for you to see. We have obviously this gap here that everybody's going to be looking for this morning here, and they're not wrong, you know what I mean? Like, there's a good enough reason why this thing should be pulling back, not because of the gap, but because of the charts in general. Okay, I'm not saying this is going to get filled right away, but first hint, if we does want to fill, I would argue that we need to fill this 40 level right here. Right now, the only level of resistance I have is 40 and 45. 60, 95, and 60, 100. Why those two numbers? Honestly, I'm going to be very blunt with you. And I think that these levels of resistance up here are just psychological levels of resistance. Like, for example, 60, 100 is a fairly, psychological figure that we could get stuck at, the same way that when we got to 60 to 6,000, we got stuck as well at 6,000. So that's kind of what I mean when it comes, like, you can see here, this is the 6,000 level here. We kind of, congested there a little bit. You can see here the congestion we had at 6,000. I'm not saying that this was going to happen again, but again, up until that point, that was a psychological figure. This is a 15-minute chart. You can see how many times we got stuck there at these psychological levels. That's why I have 6,100 as resistance. I mean, there's no other reason for that level besides that. This is why it's a very risky game to be shorting as we go up. It's better to short, in my opinion, when we go down, meaning when we break down, when we show weakness. And right now you can see there's pretty much no weakness in the market, so there's no need to kind of be over here shorting this top here, or at least at the 53, 55. I would argue that there's a very aggressive short here if 40 fails, because I think if 40 fails, it would kind of look something like this little trap to the upside here. So as long as that can continue to hold there, then perhaps, yes, we could break down 40 and then kind of look for the downside move here and look for the gap fill at the 23. And then who knows, maybe we do test a big level of support, which is 09, 07 area down here. I would be interested in some form of buy off this particular level down here. And even better if we do get something like this. Maybe we test, like, I don't know, 03, 6,000 on the max, and then we basically get back above 07, 09 area. And then we look for the continuation move back up. So we are a little bit limited right now with certain setups. And yes, I am kind of, taking a little bit on the short side here. If we do fill that 40, it's an aggressive short, but I'm not, gonna probably be taking it. Not right now, at least. I'm just saying if we fail 40, you know what I mean? Like we could be potentially heading on lower. But until it fails, we could just bounce from here and, continue higher. There is a good argument for this level to be holding here. You can see that 40, right? We're testing it. We can't really break it. So maybe right now I should be piling up long, looking for that move back on down, back on up with my stop at the 38, which would make sense to me. So there's both ways of looking at it. It's just a matter of how risky do you want to be? You know what I mean? It's there's no kind of right or wrong up here because we're at the highs. Who am I to tell the market's not going to continue going? But at the same time, you know what I mean? You got to be a little cautious because we've just been going up and up without any meaningful pullback. So the pullback is coming, and when it comes and you're long, don't be upset if it fails. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying there. Good morning. How about the 46.25? Uh, like as a resistance level, or I don't really have 46.25 as resistance right now. I don't think these are levels of resistance in my opinion. I think they're just probably piling up shorts. They're trying to get them excited. I don't know, but I don't really call this resistance. Maybe a mild level, if you will, right? Like right now, this is a current all-time high here. This is the all-time high right there. And anytime we set a new all-time high over, like, not during market hours, I'm always a little bit fishy too. It smells fishy sometimes, you know what I mean? Right now, the only trade I see here is you gotta, if you really want to trade it, like, you could take a long of 41, you know what I mean? And you can have your 3-point stop sitting right down here at the 38. But like I said, this is the very first level of a support, if I can even call it that, and look for the continuation trend back on up. I would probably rather see 40 fail and then reclaim. That's always, in my opinion, a safer bet. But you know what I mean? It's like there's many ways to trading with traps and backtests and stuff like that. You can basically bid it directly that on right now, or you can wait for the trap. There is no real right or wrong. It's just there's only trade-offs. If you wait for the trap, I think it's better. But at the same time, the trap has to work, or else, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be breaking on down. Not big, maybe just to the 24, which is a good enough move, but I would still be rather more interested on a long down there. And the reason why I like 40, 45 level of resistance, because back in November 8th, I forget which date is. Let me make sure here on my dates. November 8th, back on Friday, it was the previous all-time high, and then we kind of like get stuck here, right? So this level here, 40, 45, we kind of get stuck there. I already showed you guys on the 15-minute chart there. So it's got some more, I guess, resistance there from back on Friday. But again, like, this is now going to be the support, right? If we rally through it, we reclaim it. I'm worried about this level right now. I got to tell you, I'm a bit worried. If we break down below 40, this could be a mini failed breakout. Mini, like very micro. But it hasn't failed. So right now, maybe I should be piling on long, but I'm going to be waiting for the market to open on up. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a bad idea to wait for market open for me. But just understand that if you want to take a long, it's right now. It's right up that 40 level. That's it. You don't even need a big stop on this. 40, 38. If we can even get down to the 40, we're 42. If I take that long at 41, my stop would be no greater than 39, maybe 38. that. And if, of course, you're not there, this is your infomercial. This is the people in the community already know about this 40 level here. Right here, there's an aggressive short here below this 40 to 45. This could be a mini failed breakout, meaning now that level is going to be acting up as support until it fails, if it can even fail. But if you're not on the community, you can join it. It's 100% free. It's smelling like we want to break down 40. I got to tell you, it's smelling like it. But you know what I mean? Until it breaks, we're here just chasing butterflies, looking for the breakdown. Morning, JP. Buenos dias. We'll give it 5 more minutes and we'll do the crystal ball indicator here. But I got to tell you, it's smelling like we want to break down that 40. I'm not entirely excited just yet about getting long here at the 40. It's not a bad idea to wait for the volume. Buenos dias. What are you guys thinking? You guys think that 40 is going to hold here? I mean, look at that. We got this bounce from here already. We're getting another kind of dip here. It held back at 6:06 in the morning today. It pretty much held right at 4 in the morning today. It's kind of holding. We do have this trend line here kind of, you know, shaping out here as well. It's not a very bullish, you know, setup right now, if you will. It's not a very bullish pattern. Right now, this is not very, you know, good. But it's still support nonetheless. Maybe I just missed the perfect entry right there at the 40. But like I said, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to wait for the market to open on up. I'm not going to feel FOMO or be in any real rush to be bidding the very first level of support. But that's up to the level of aggressiveness that you're in the mood. If you woke up with some cojones, you take that 40 long. I'm not going to take it. That's what I'm thinking, Antonio. If we can kind of trap below, maybe like 39, 38 max, we pop back above 40, I'll be interested in something like that. Might bounce. Market. Oh my gosh, look at that. We should have been long 40. I should have taken that 40. Maybe I could have been at break even right now. See what I mean? Like, there's no right or wrong kind of way of thinking about it. As long as you are aware of the level, that is, you know, the main thing. If you're aware of that 40 level, that is the key. The problem is if you're not aware of the 40. Look, we keep talking about 40. Look where it just bounced from. I cannot make this up, man. Look at this. We bounced exactly from 60-40 so far right now. I don't know if this thing's gonna, you know, go to all-time highs right now. I'm just saying that, look at that. It gave you an entry there. You know what I mean? I know about it. I just didn't take it. But the idea here is about understanding price, understanding the technicals, understanding why price moves at certain levels. That is the problem, understanding price. After that, it's just a matter of risk tolerance. Hey, like I said, if I'd taken that 40 long, I'm not risking a whole lot. It could have been a good trade. 40, my stop at 39, 38. I'm risking 1-2 points on this trade. Technically speaking, we got to what, 42.75? It's already at a 1-to-1 based on the stop that it would have required. So now everything else plus, it's, you know, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1. Which is where you want to be. You don't want to be at 1-to-1. Like, just understand price is the point here. There's no way that the market just moved from 40 because we're talking about it. You know what I mean? is because this is exactly the level of resistance from Friday. Look at it. This is Friday's resistance level that played out at 2:40 p.m. This is really the only level here. That's the only level there. We got that little micro dip after that little trap there at the 40. So then, I'm like, we can see that little trap, those wicks there getting stuck. We pull back. It doesn't take a whole lot of genius to kind of understand this. I'm gonna walk you through. I'm not trying to make you guys some dumb or anything. I'm telling you my thinking, right? I'm like, that 40 is smelling like resistance. We push the 38, we pull back. So that 40 is acting up as a key level of resistance. So pushing forward, you can see that overnight we rally, held it. So now 40, I'm thinking, is going to be a key level, right? So it's, 40 to 45 really in general, but that's, kind of the basis for this support level here. But like I said, it's a dicey one. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a dicey one. I'm not doing anything. Antonio's having some issues with Top Step, getting the connection set up with NinjaTrader. Top Step, if you're listening, fix this thing. Like, why? Even for me too, though, it was a pain in the ass to set up. I'm not gonna lie, it was. That's why at the end I ended up switching to Quantower. And then I ended up switching to TopStep X because I don't know, TopStep and their external platforms, unless you're on a PC, it doesn't work well on Mac. I even paid for Parallels for the year. I don't know, like it was making my Mac work a little bit slower. I gotta delete it. It's on this thing actually. My Mac is pretty much spec'd out to the max, and it still kind of lags sometimes with Parallels and stuff like that. It works good, but it's not like, I don't know. All right, the $1 million question. That's 60-40. It's 60-40. Going to continue to hold and push price back to the all-time highs. Find out. $1 million question for right now. And maybe. Even the crystal ball thinks it's dicey. All right. Maybe. So there's a maybe there, you know what I mean? Maybe. Okay. So what's the thing? So crystal ball, you need to give me something, you know what I mean? Like, this is not... Should I be looking too short below 60-40? Yeah, Top Step X is what I do use and have. It's the easiest connection. It's the easiest, I'll be honest. It's the simplest, easiest platform to trade Top Step combines, XFAs. Yeah. I will say yes. So she's thinking that I should be thinking short. Are you sure, crystal ball? Because looking at the daily chart, the hourly chart, I'm basically trying to pick a top, maybe, crystal ball. Okay, so if you're thinking I should short, I'll move to Top Step X if it doesn't work. Yeah, like give them a call. I think when you pay for your combine, you do need to kind of, pick what's it called? The software you want to trade in. So if you can't just switch, I think if you bought it and you wanted to trade with NinjaTrader, you would have bought it, you would have made that purchase at that point in time. You might have to email them and basically tell them to cancel it and give you a new one because you're having too many issues and you want to just hop in on the Top Step X platform. I know it sucks, a lot of back and forth, and I know it's not pretty switching to a new broker. It's just it's a pain in the ass. I've already done it many times. I've traded on like 8 minimum brokers, and it's annoying. All right, last question then. Is today the dip day? We all want to know this. We all want to know when is it coming, right? Is today the dip day? Not really. I don't know. Crystal ball didn't. She's not. She doesn't really know what to do up here. I don't blame her though. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not that easy to kind of foretell what price will be doing today. Right now, the only way I should be long right now is if I was already long from 40. Below 40, I'm thinking we go down to the 20s. Above 40, I'm thinking we're going to all-time highs again. So this is what's nice. If the gap is going to fill, 40 needs to break. And if 40 breaks, we can look for the gap fill. We don't look for the gap fill right now. You need to wait for price to tell us that we want to fill the gap. We're at a key level though. At least we kind of have some potential actionable trade here. It's aggressive, but this is what we have. You know what I mean? Because for me, ideally, I would like to be rather long, looking for a long down here. At the 0709, as per my plan on the Discord, posted up this morning. But right now, I will be 100% transparent. I am not going to be trading my XFAs on these levels, okay? Just to kind of give you guys that heads up. Right now, I am basically trying to pass this combine that I got, I think, a week ago. So I am on a combine right now at these levels. My XFAs are staying off the radar right now. I'm not risking it at this level. You know what I mean? This is not the plan that I kind of made this morning. I'm looking to trade the risky short here if we can get it. But as per my plan here, the levels I'm more interested on are down here listed at 0709 and then 8285. If you want to know more about them and why they're important, well, join the community. It's free. There are no in-app purchases. Are you able to trade 2 combines at the same time? Yes, you are able to trade however you want, whatever you want, as long as you're not trading more than 5 XFAs at one point. And yeah, I've traded already 2 XFAs and a combine. You can do 5 combines as far as I understand, and 5 XFAs if you want. I do copy trade sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, but I will later on whenever this market decides to dip and we get some more volatility up and down. This is not volatility to the downside, okay? This is just a little, I don't even know what to call this. This is some profit taking happening there. That's about it. All right, I should have been long from that 40. I would have been at break even probably, but you know what I mean? It's never a bad thing to just simply wait for market to open up, especially on a Monday. Watch this thing waterfall and like not even give me that 40 entry that I'm looking for. Honestly, if it does just waterfall straight down, I'm not gonna be mad. Like, I'm gonna be totally fine with it. Oh. Should have been long from that 40. So far, kind of playing out nicely. We'll see what happens. Could go either way right now. Could have, would have, should have taken that 40 long. Market's about to open on up in 10 seconds. Get ready. I'm going to sit tight. Be patient. Don't be too aggressive out of the gate. It's Monday. Understand that. We could be in for some chop. We'll see. And market's open for business. Is it going to go straight up? Is it going to go straight down? Please don't go up. If you go up past 45, I'm gonna regret not taking that 40 long. No, technically, I guess you can basically be brand new, fresh, you know what I mean? Versetti, and buy 10 combines if you want. And as far as I understand, you can trade all 10 one shot. There's no need to get an XFA to trade like to copy trade more than one combine. In fact, they'll love you if you do that because you're paying for multiple combines. And if you fail one, you're going to fail all of them at once, right? I would say only copy trade when you're really confident in, your ability to analyze the markets and when you know you have your edge already intact. Because you're blowing up 3 accounts or I know it sounds fun and it sounds good, like, oh, why make $500 on one account when I can get 3 and make, 1,500, right? It's the same trade. You do have a valid point. But at the same time, if you don't have your edge kind of in place and you're still quite new, I would highly advise against that. Maybe get one and you know what I mean, work your way towards it. One is plenty, and I think more than that is, you know what I mean, like, yes, as you become better, you can do that. But 100%, you can get 5 combines right now, be brand new a trader. They do not care, and you can copy trade all of them if you want. I just have both. Like right now, I have the combine, right? And I have XFAs on this account. So I can copy trade both. And per account, you can only have 5 XFAs. All right, we're getting stuck right at 45. Look at that, right to the tick. We are inside of this tight range right now, 40 and 45. You take your pick here, who you want to go with. You got the Bears side over here. You got the Bears at 45 right now, and you have the Bulls at 40. If this fails, this 40, don't be mad at the Bulls. You know what I mean? Like, they've done their job. We can go down 250 points right now, and it'll still be nothing but a very bullish picture. Meanwhile, Twitter's gonna go online and say how we're basically in Armageddon, how this is the end. The first red day, I'm calling it already. The first red day, it's gonna be a big one. Then, or the first like real pullback is gonna be a big one, obviously. And then Twitter is gonna be going nuts about how we are now in Christmas season, and I don't know, they're gonna come up with something stupid, and then they're gonna say how we are now in pullback mode and recession is here and blah blah blah. No. I would argue until we really break down 57.12, there is nothing bearish about this picture. Nothing. Even if we get a pullback. The pullback is healthy. Very healthy for the market. This is actually unhealthy, just going up, 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 up. We're getting stuck at that 45. I got to tell you, I'm leaning towards a little bit more towards the short side here because there's that gap at the bottom down there. We can't really squeeze through that 45. We already had multiple bounces of this 40 level here. And we, of course, have this kind of mini failed breakout to the top side here, which is kind of telling me that right now, they're kind of taking some profit, and it could be the Bulls kind of getting, a little bit maybe running out of steam, maybe, if you will. However, like I said, until that 40 level fails, there's really no business to be talking about anything. Short side here. I'm just understanding that, we could be going down. Try for the first time Jack Daniels Coca-Cola drink this past weekend. That must have tasted good. I'm not a big fan of like mixed alcohol drinks, I gotta tell you, but I love my pina colada. I did have a mojito over the weekend. Mojito. 2 of them actually. All right, right now it's a very tricky part. Are we gonna trap to the downside or are we actually dipping? This is the problem here now. Which one is it gonna be? Well, good thing we don't need to guess. If this candle closes back above 40 and we can kind of reverse this move, we're going back up. If this candle closes below 40, I'm thinking we're going down. We will see. I don't want to hop in long yet. If it was Friday, I would have hopped in long there instantly. Immediately. But it's Monday. My goodness. Did it just trap to the downside? I don't know. Oof, that might be a trap, guys, to the downside right there. Exactly what we were talking about. 38, 37 is where we wanted to see price dip below, get back above, and I mean, look at that. We're pumping now. That 45 could be breaking now. Yet, I think I might have been. What am I doing here? Should have been long there. Antonio got that. Well, he talked about exactly that same setup, the trap below that level. I'm gonna see if I can get filled here somewhere. I don't like 43 though. I do need price a little bit lower here. $38. Should have reacted quicker there. That's the trade-off, right? Like a lot of the times I'll be long instantly right when we come back above. I just don't know if we're gonna be breaking. So then that kind of gets me trapped a lot of the times too when the pullback day comes in. And we're getting back into this choppy range here. I don't really like getting long at 42. The closer I can get to 40, the better. And then let's see if that trap is gonna hold. Right now we do have a little trap down there playing out. Small one at a not so key level, but I mean, could still work out. Oh, I was trying to adjust my order a little bit lower, but guess not. I guess not. And I'm gonna slide my stop just to be a little bit below that wick at the bottom there, that little tiny wick there. Be careful here because, like I said, it's still a dicey level here at this 40. It is Monday as well. Keep that in mind. Come on, through the 45. We probably headed to the all-time high again. All we got to do is break 45 here. If we get stuck here, it will be a worrisome picture. I would not want to see price get stuck here. We need to break through this. If we get stuck at this 45, we could be reversing and break down that low of that trap currently. I don't really see it as a gigantic trap just because it's not at a key level, right? I mean, it's a small level, but not like a major level, but come on. like it. Come on, break that 45. We likely push the all-time high. This is it. We don't want to get stuck here. Come on, ES. We don't want to see price get stuck here. I want to see this thing squeeze through that 45. Squeeze, baby, squeeze. Squeeze for Papa. I'm already playing the banana song. So maybe now it's going to light it. The banana song is kind of like the song for the market for it to push. All right, we're at 45. We're getting stuck here once again. We need to see price through this level. Right here, right now. Come on. Squeeze, baby, or else. You know, if you're not in love with it, this is a good level to take profit. It's a small profit, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more wiggle room here. But understand, 45 is a speed bump along the road right now. Squeeze, baby, squeeze. I don't want to go break even because if this thing reverses, we're inside this chop range right now. One of them's got to break. 40 or 45. Come on. We're getting stuck at 45. Manage expectations. Understand that this is a speed bump along the road here. If you're not in love with it, you can always go break even or take profit at 45. We're getting stuck there again. Price. It's Monday. You gotta love Mondays. What to do here, Leo? What to do? I mean, as long as we're above my entry, I'm fine with holding this. No need to do kind of anything. But I do need to see price break through this 45 very quickly because this is not a very bullish picture we cannot break. And then if we do get back below 40, I'll likely be shorting there because we are probably going to break down this low trap if we break down. This is the key that I'm looking at here. At the break of this low here, the trap has failed. If that low goes, trap fails, and I'm thinking that the pullback is probably coming in now. So this level cannot fail, which is why I have my stop right below it. Come on, squeeze through that 45, man. I don't think we're going to do it yet. I don't know. It's choppy. It's all over the place right now. 38.50 is the low of that trap there. We fail there. I'm likely going to be shorting there. Or if we can finally pump through that 45, I think it's all-time highs on the table again. We'll see. But don't be mad if this thing fails, you know what I mean? Every single long has been working out so far. Had a feeling. All right, they broke it down. So price is king. This is exactly what I mean, right? I know 45 there was a small profit take area, but nonetheless, exactly as mentioned here, we're getting stuck at 45. I wanted to give it the extra space it needed, but we are finally breaking down this 40 level. So I'm gonna be probably taking a short here. If we can push back a little bit towards this 40 level and back test 40. I don't really want to get short here. Maybe should have locked in profit at that 45 level, but finally breaking down. You can see when the sell come in. Right when that trap fails, look at that. We finally break down. We're starting to waterfall now. There's no need to guess when these pullbacks come in. They always work out in the same manner. We get stuck at that little micro resistance there. I just don't like shorting 45 because up until like you saw the pops, right? When we were touching 45, it is very dicey game to be shorting there because you have no idea if that level is going to actually work. It's much easier to just wait for the weakness to come in, break down that trap, and then you look for the downside. It's a safer short. They're harder to come across. They're harder to see these things, but that is the way I like to short here. I want to short as high as close as possible to the 40 level. But 45, like I was mentioned here, speed bump, no big shocker. But at least now I think there's some direction here. Now we're likely filling that gap of the 20s. No short entry for me just yet. The market has not given me one. Come on. I want to get as close as possible to that 40 level there. And as we mentioned here, it's amazing how these levels play out. If you got some cojones, you got the short side there. The bears are at 45. The buyers were at 40 right there. Look how well we played inside this range. 40 and 45. It's amazing. All right, come on. Give me a short entry here. Yes. Come on. Don't just dip. Push back up. Push back up, baby. Push back up. At least 38. If maybe 38. It's an aggressive short there. I would like 40 instead, but let's see. Let's see what kind of candle this prints here. Come on, we got close to 38. I like 38 better. 38, 40 is the ultimate, but come on, come closer to me. Come closer to Papa. Not in love with shorting at 37.50 there. Too big of a stop there. Come on, don't go. Oh my god, it's going. It's okay if it goes. I got the next level of support at the bottom. But it would be nice to ride this thing both ways, to the downside and to the upside. That would be amazing. Because this was predictable. This is we talked exactly that low of that trap there. Once that fails, we go. 40, 45. We're inside that very tight range. You take your shot with who you want. The trap has failed. Now I'm okay with shorting because there's now some weakness in the market here. I'm not going to pick the bears over the bulls on this setup here, but I'm sure that there's going to be the geniuses online that are like, look at the freaking bear flag. This was chopped. You know, it's about the price here in between both levels. It has nothing to do with bear flag in here. All right, come on. Let's see if we can get filled at this 40. I don't mean we and me. I mean me. What's up with the spy? But the SPY is looking pretty bearish. We want to go down. All right, I'm gonna pull it up soon, but right now I'm kind of watching this price here. I want to see. Come on, ES. Let's get back up to this 38. 38, maybe 39. Let's see if we can kind of see if we can do this like bear flag here as well would be nice. Or something. I want to get short. Short one contract, 44.25, exit 34, total 500. Amazing! Amazing! You chose the right play there, Versetti. I only got up to like what was it? 250, I think, or 200 on that one. Look at that. I kept it nice and tight. Make those 10 points. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Look at that. You shorted right at the perfect time. 44.25. Look at that. Right below 45. Right below 45. You don't need to, you see what I mean? Like, you don't need a big stop. Like, if you shorted 44, you know where your stop needs to be. It needs to be right above here. Right at 45 would have been my stop. 45.75, that's my stop. You're talking about a 2-point, 3-point stops here. You don't need a big amount of risk. You were a little bit worried. Trust me, up in these levels here, I'm worried as well. Like I said, this is why I'm on a combine. You know what I mean? I was very clear and open and honest about this. I said, I'm looking at the downside, but until we break, I cannot short. But there is that potential short up there if you want to side with the Bears. The Bears are right here. The Bulls are right here. You take your shot with who you want. You know what I mean? There's no right or wrong answer there. But what's key is understanding the levels. If you understand the levels, then you have a trade. If you don't understand the levels, then you have no trade. You know what I mean? Like bear flag, bull flag. You look how many trend lines here broke. One. I just want to show this for example. You have 1. You have 2. You have 3. You have this channel. You have almost infinity amount of ways that you could look at this potential trade here in terms of with trend lines. However, I choose to kind of take all this, thing out of here, and then you pick. You have 40 at the bottom, you have 45 on the top. You pick. The long is at the 40, the short's at 45. Price is king. And it's not my trade. Yes, I ended up taking the stop out there, but that's me. You know what I mean? I'm here telling you, 45 is a speed bump. I could probably be at break even. Maybe I should be taking profit at 45. We're looking weak. That's my way of trading, right? It doesn't have to be yours. If you're happy with that 180, or I think I was up 200 on that one. Hey, if you're whoever's happy with $200, you can take it. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I was expecting that 45 to be breaking, of course. And then I'm looking to take profit around maybe the 52. 52, maybe 53. I gotta say, if we squeeze back up, though, we're kind of holding right now down here. If we squeeze right back up above 40, I'll be long again. But right now, it is not a long right now. For me, it's a bear. It's a bearish setup. We are looking to the downside. I want to get short. I just don't like this price that we're at right now. I don't like shorting 37.50. I want to get short 39, maybe 40. Like, that makes sense to me. And if I don't get filled and I miss it, then I miss it. You know what I mean? I'll be looking for the long side at the bottom. And look at this chop here. Look at this. You see this? It is merely almost impossible to try and trade in here. Like buying, selling, you know what I mean? We're in a 5-point range there. It's best to look at it as in price point wise. 40, 45. Doesn't it become easier? Like I know it sounds difficult to only trade price, but it's really not. It's so much easier. You understand you're inside this box, so you know where your entries are at. If you believe and you understand this, well, you have one entry right here, right? And then you have another one here. That's it. I mean, that's really it. No, isn't that easier? Like instead of trying to be in here, dinging and donging and fighting between the candles. I don't know. To me, it is. Price. Price is king. Like right now, there's so many FOMO shorts right now here. Is it gonna work in their favor? We'll see, right? Obviously, if the market wants is on that momentum right now, then yes, it's gonna work with this trend line break here. But there's no edge like that, in my opinion. We could easily backtest that 40, and if you're shorting here at 36, I mean that's a 4-point stop there. That's too big. You know what I mean? And worse, you're there banging your head like, why is this thing bouncing back up? Well, two reasons I would argue. We probably will backtest 40. We'll see. And there's that little gap here. I'm not saying it's gonna get filled, but I'm usually kind of worried whenever you see like little imbalances like that. You see that? That little tiny gap there. I don't know if you can see it. My eyes are trained to see a whole lot of BS in this thing. So you can see that little gap. As soon as we made it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not touching this thing now. I don't like to see those little micro gaps there like that. Not always, but usually tends to fill. I would argue that those actually fill out better than the bigger gaps. I'm opening up the Discord right now. Look at this. This guy's already almost funded there. I think he's short NQ, but it's amazing. I applaud you. Marufo. But if you want to be part of this community here, where again everything's free, there are no in-app purchases, and you basically want to join a community of like-minded traders and bring your take to the community, it's free. The link is pinned to the chat. Got nothing to lose. That's the way I see it. It's better than paying $100 and something a month to, some other communities. And I'm saying that because I've done it once. I did it once. Okay, don't be here. I did it one time when I was brand new. Okay, I paid $110, I think, for the month to join this community. To get told that this trend line just broke. No, it's not who you're thinking. This is somebody. I don't know. I'm not gonna say who, but come on, come on, come on. Yes, do something here. All right, all right. Let's see. So ES is kind of creating this bear flag here, if you will. We're kind of holding that 34 right now, but I'm trying to get short, obviously up here, not down here. This is too low to be FOMOing short here. Got one trade in for me on the day here. I'm looking for the second one. But at least I'm happy though. You know, this chart is actually now I gotta drag it down a little bit. Before it was like I always have to drag it up, drag it up, drag it up. Price was just going up and up and up and up. I'll tell you my conspiracy. I think we want to probably fill that little tiny imbalance up here before we go lower. Again, that's my conspiracy. I'm not gonna take the long here, but conspiracy, okay? Dun, dun. We're kind of holding at this 34. We're holding right now. We're holding. It's not in love with taking this long down here. I mean, my stop's gonna have to be down here, and you know, like, oh, can we actually go fill that imbalance there right now? 35, 25, 32. Hmm. And my stop would be right at 32. Risking 3 points here. This is a kind of a bearish setup here, though. I'm not in love with this. Don't do this trade, okay? I'm trying this. I'm tightening up my stop. I don't need a big stop on this. Below 33, I'll be out of this thing quickly. Not working out here. I would feel that imbalance first. All right, the bear flag. The bear flag. I think I'm taking these trades because I'm on the combine too. As long as that low holds, I'm okay with this for now. The bears want more on this. Without filling the gap. So close to the stop there. It's so close. All right, so the bear flag is playing out so far. They did break that low there. I thought we were gonna go back up to the 50 there, but maybe not on this rally from here. All right, so we're finally dipping. We're at least getting some volatility here to the downside, which is good. It's not a bad thing. All right, so they're breaking down a little bit deeper. That's fine. That trade there was kind of felt like a scalper there a little bit. All right, no more messing around with this thing. Get back to the real trade here. The 40, that one was okay, but this one here, I mean, that second one, I'm not proud of that one there. Again, small stops, keep them stops small. Let's see now what happens at this next level. This is, I haven't seen this thing finally, dip. Now we're finally dipping. So this is a good change of pace for a while. First level, major level down is going to be 19. If we can even get there, I think this thing's going to end up getting bought up. But let's see if we can reach that 19 magical level down there. We're selling, but we're also we're not very aggressively selling. Like I think they're just taking profit. Whenever they're done, we'll get back to business. But let's see if that will happen at 19. I'm waiting for that price to get hit right now. Come on. And we're looking like we want to push right back up to the 34. I'm not going to be taking that long anymore. Only if we get back above 40, then yeah, I'm interested to the long side here. Below 40, I should be staying short side here. Where's the 19? And just like that, we're popping right back above 34. Right back above. Still a very tight range, though. I'm not in love with this thing. Like 30, 40, like 10 points. I'm not trading, but I'm still believing in those bulls. They're hiding somewhere. Me too, man. I'm telling you. That's why I was kind of long there. I'm like, I don't think they're going to actually break down this bear flag. And then they did break it down, and we're right back up above here. Maybe now we're going to go fill that imbalance up there. We'll see. Maybe that could give me a short entry there. But like I said, if we reclaim that 40 level, this thing's squeezing. There's the little pump there. Kind of fading me and fading the bear flag there as well. Bear flag broke. We're right back above it. One move too early. It happens. I'm not worried. 34. I don't want to take 34 long anymore. I'm not in love with 34 long. Like I said, I want to see if I can get short below 40 right now. This is the way I'm thinking about this thing right now. The bulls are hiding somewhere. Let them take their profit. Once they're done taking profit, then we can get on with the business as usual here. Come on, come on. I want to see 19 get tested. Come on, yes. Let's go down to the 19. Let's sell for real. This is your infomercial for the day. If you're not on the community there, it's 100% free. Feel free to join. The link is on the chat right now. Bring your take to the community, you know, and see if you can pick up something, and vice versa. If you're interested, it's there. All right, come on, yes. We're going down, but we're also, you know, having these pops here, and the bulls are still here. Let's just, I'm gonna wait for a trap. Let's see if we can get something going a little bit lower. We've only sold off from what? From the 40 down to the 30. Not a big range either. Could argue it's from 45, but I would say inside here we were inside that range, 40 to 45. Now we're looking from 40 to 30. We're in a 10-point range right now. Never mind the BS. Let's just get down to the 19 ES. Do something, Bears. I'm not in love with this. 34. 34 is becoming a magnet. We're popping above. We're popping below. Like, this is the largest dip I've seen in a while. From the 50s. 40. I don't know. Right now, I'm still leaning towards that. We want to fill that 40 gap. I don't know why I'm feeling like we want to fill that gap there before going lower. I do think we want to go lower, but I think we want to fill that gap up there. Not sure why. I like these little gaps down here. Like whenever they're left like that, I'm always watching them because they, like I said, they tend to become magnets for the market. But we'll see if it's gonna fill or not. If it fills, which is good for me, I can potentially be shorting at that level. But just, you know, understand the risk there. If we take back 40 up there, this thing's squeezing back up to the all-time highs again. And then this would be basically the dip of the day. Unless the bears can actually get us going, you know, to the downside here. Come on, guys, do something. Bears, show up. You know what I mean? Like, I want to buy lower, cheaper. Rough in the morning with no coffee. I quit drinking coffee recently. Not recently, maybe like, I don't know, 2 months ago now. Going from like 4 cups of coffee a day, or sometimes like 2 to 4 cups a day, to now zero sometimes gets to me in the morning. I'm like, oh my God. I love coffee. All right, looks like we want to go lower finally. Come on, break, 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 break. Below 40, I'm thinking short all the way down to at least the 20. But it's taking a whole lot longer than I anticipated here. Can we fill the overnight gap that we left on Sunday? Can we do it? Don't forget about the gap right here. Right here. We have this pretty nice gap from Sunday. It's sitting all the way back at 60.23. So another 10 points lower. I want to get short, but I can't do it down here. You know what I mean? Down here, I'm trying to be a smartass and look for the round trip. I'm trying to get a long going like I tried before. Not right now, but I'm saying I was trying to get a long, looking for that 40 and then kind of that denial there, but it's not happening right now. We're looking pretty. This is a trap, I suppose. 30s. Right now, I don't see any trap, at least to the downside here. At the top there, it is smelling a bit more trappy. And again, below that 40 level, why I was thinking short there, I should have just taken that short there. It's always in hindsight, right? But it's really not. Like, I had this plan already going into the morning. Again, every single morning, I'm there listing key levels for me today on the day and kind of setups that I'm looking for. And as I mentioned here, there's that very aggressive uh, short. If we break back below that 40 to 45, it would mean this breakout below this resistance has failed. And so far, we are failing, so it's going according to my plan, but I should be short here. I just can't short down here, right? I wasn't given a good entry short again. This is one of those days where you had to just be convinced that we were gonna break and short there, or like Versetti did this morning at that 45. We're not getting any back tests of that 45, 40 level. Try hard not to change my mind. Market keeps changing all the time. Well, the market keeps changing all the time in the sense of the candles, right? However, the price is kind of still telling us we're bearish and we're below 40. So my mind should be that, we should be looking for shorts, but this stupid imbalance here is throwing me off right now in my game plan, think we might go fill that 40, but question is when. I'll keep that over here though, just in case we fill it up later. All right, we're trying to maybe fill the gap that we've left overnight now. Finally. Come on, let's just get down there. We got that 19 level down here. Trying to be a buyer. somewhere down there, but I want to be sure. Like I said, it's just no back test entry. I'm always looking for like that breakdown, the back test, and the breakdown. So no entry for me on the short side yet. We're bleeding lower, but should have shorted that 45. I should have leaned with the bears today. They don't like me that much because I always put them like very like tiny pictures and gummy bears and stuff like that. They don't like me. Falling. Come on, bears, do it. I don't know. This is not gonna end well for the bears, I think. Give them one. They don't like it, man. They don't like it. All right, all right. Come on. Let me get something good here. Gotta stay patient. I don't think this is gonna end well for the Bears right now, but question is when am I gonna get long here? 32. 32 was a pretty nice entry so far. We're back above 34 again. We close this candle back above 34, maybe. We're breaking down, we're attempting to kind of break down these overnight supports here. You can see this there. We bounced right from the overnight level of support right there, actually. Right there. Look at that. That was the overnight support. We're bouncing exactly right from it. Literally almost to the tick. Do you trade NQ? No, I don't. I'm looking at it. I've been looking at it for a while because it does move quite nice. I just developed already a good relationship, I find, with ES. NQ is a little bit more volatile. A lot more volatile. You trade NQ, I'm guessing? How do you like it over there? I've been thinking about making the switch over there, but I don't know. I just got used to ES, and I'm finding the levels on NQ just they're a little bit extra volatile, and they tend to be more trappy. ES just traps once or twice, and we're done with the day kind of thing. All right, we're squeezing right back above this 34 level here. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna take this because even if we rally from that 34, 35, we're like we got that resistance at 40 there. So I'm looking at a potential 5-point move here. Could have been long from that 29. Bounced right from the overnight support, literally to the tick. Again, if we are gonna sell deeper today, I don't think we're gonna do it without first filling this stupid gap. This gap has thrown me off on my game here right now because it makes me want to look for a long at these levels when I really shouldn't. Because right now, in theory, or not in theory, right now, according to my game plan, I should be looking for shorts below this 40 level. But this little gap is kind of messing with me right now. What do you guys think? You think we're gonna go back to that 40 level? Because we're selling, we're trickling, but at the same time, I mean, I don't see this as a very aggressive sell. I don't think it's gonna end well for the Bears. Got this little trend line here, kind of developing right now. I just gotta wait for my price to basically get hit. Let's see if we can get it filled at 40. I'm gonna let this thing go. We likely want to push to the 40, but I'm done looking for the long here. If we get back above that 40 level, I'm gonna be long. If we get denied there, good. I'm gonna be short. I already tried to play this long here. It didn't work out. We just kept on dipping and dipping and dipping. So now that I'm not gonna take it, it's gonna go to the 40. It's not in love with getting long even here at like 34, 32, and then profit target is gonna be 40. You know what I mean? It's a small profit target there. I'm still more interested in potentially letting this thing come up to the 40, getting denied, filled at 40, and then looking for the push to complete the gap fill, which was left overnight. No shorts. No shorts. Here I am looking for a short at 40. Up here, if we can get it up here, though, obviously. Just come on, ES, you know, like, do something, you know, don't just do this. This is not pretty. I could get short this 34, 35 as well area. But then I know what happens. If I get short 35, we're going to go test 40. So either way, I'm screwed here. I'm just going to wait. Or we go down where I buy, or we go up where I short at the 40. Come on, give me that entry short. Be nice to me. Let's take out these longs here. We fill the gap. We get short there, and then we complete the gap fill. That would be the perfect plan. I have now manifested it. But down here, I would not be excited about a short just yet. This ducking thing over here, this little gaps here, they're a pain in the ass, but they do fill a lot of the times. I would say we're stuck inside this range now. 29, 28 area towards that 40 level. About a 10-point range right now. Basically becoming the same game. Before it was 40, 45. Looks like right now it's 30, 40. The Bears already proved that they took control over here with that 40 breakdown here. So I'm thinking now, well, if we come back to test 40, they're likely going to have a reaction up there. Take the short and then look for the breakdown here. It just requires a whole lot of patience for letting price come to you. All right, I'll make you guys a deal. I need to go get water. So maybe now it's going to rally to the 40 and get denied. We'll see. I don't know, but I'll be right back. Let me just get some fresh water. All right. And we're coming right back up slowly, pushing towards that 40 level. Come on. Trying to stay patient here. I don't want to get too excited on the short side yet, or the long side here. I want to get filled right where I need to get filled. 38.50 acting up as again another layer of resistance right now. Right there. Can we fill that gap? It's tricky here because I know what happens if I get short here. If I get short at this 38, it's gonna go to 40. So I might as well just wait for 40 to get hit. I don't know if it's just me, but why does it look like we're moving like in a snail pace? It feels so slow. All right, we're getting really close to this little gap fill there. Just as mentioned, this is why I didn't want to be shorting down there, because exactly this. It looks like we want to do the inevitable and fill that little thing there. I don't know why it does it. It does it. We're almost there. We're almost completed. That's why I wasn't excited about kind of, shorting down here just yet, because this exact pop here, I'm like, I think we want to fill that gap up here first. Make sure you're watching for these on your chart. Like those little gaps there. I don't know why they happen, but I tend to think that these fill out far better than bigger gaps. And as you can see, it's proving my point. The gap from Sunday is only going to get filled at 24. We're hunting this one first. I mean, we kind of came to the top there. We bounced from support. And now we're hunting that 40. We'll see. If we take back 40, this is a boner candle straight to the upside or to the highs again. You guys, the bears, you guys better come in at 40. If I'm going to short 40, the bears better come here. Or else I'm not even putting you on my picture next time. I'm just going to put 2 bulls. All right, all right, all right. We're getting close to that gap fill. Come on, let's see it fill first. We're almost there. We're almost there. Almost. I'm gonna play the short here. Scary. I'm gonna let the gap fill first, and then I'm gonna short. Because if this thing just quickly squeezes right through 40, well then, you know, we're taking it back, and I'm gonna be long. So I'm gonna be patient here. See how price reacts right now. So we filled the gap. We have now filled the imbalance here. Now, the bears have one job. They need to let this thing go maybe 1 point and then close this candle below 40. They do not want this thing more than like 41, because at that point you're talking, we're taking this area back here. Oh my gosh, they're doing it. No way. No way. There's no way that this is it. This is the dip we're getting on the day. That was it, I think. No way. The bears. You guys are not going to even get on my picture next week, okay? So, come back. Let's go back below 40. And then we short. I'm going to short. But that's okay. If it doesn't come back below 40, it's a simple long above 40. That was it. That might be the dip, guys. That was the dip on the day. They have definitely probably reclaimed this level now. This is too much. They took it back. Fucking bears. I'm telling you, the bears. These guys are such terrible players in the game. Come down. Told you no short, Antonio. You were right, my friend. You were right 100%. Right 100%. Fucking bears, man. I'm telling you, the bears. I try. Like, I try to give them, you know, like, but the whole time it was always a buy. All right, come on. Come on down towards that, like, 41. Come on. A little bit lower on this. I want to get filled closest as possible to 40. Come on. Come on, baby. A little bit closer to 40. Maybe like 40, 75, you know, something like that I'm okay with. Come on. I'm trying to look for a long here. Forget about the short. That short gets tossed right out the window now. Come on, lower. 40.75. There's 40.75. I'm going to try this long right here. 40.75. I don't want price back below 40, ideally. We got 45 as a speed bump now. Don't forget. daily strong as can be. Oh my goodness. These guys just, I can't believe my eyes. They trapped me to the upside. Ugh, that wasn't pretty there. Should have stayed short there. They trapped a little bit bigger than I typically like, but oh man, I don't know if now that becomes the third trade there. They shouldn't have dipped it that hard there like that. All right, because we're on the combine here. Oh man, they decided to basically put in a trap bigger than I typically like, but nonetheless, 40, we got to 43. I mean, not really 3 points. The Bears are back. Watch. Got caught on the long side there. They didn't hold 40. They just dump right back into the range. And now they still have their hopes up. Well, definitely should have been looking short still there. He got this little trap here. I think I'm the one who got trapped there. It happens. I thought we were going to hold that level down, that 40 level, but they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. That was a short entry still there. Fudge. I think we're waterfalling now. Now we're going down. That's it. Fuck. Ugh. Got caught on the long side there. Oh, that's bad there. I thought we were going to hold that 40 level, right? And then kind of continue. The Bears came back pretty aggressive there. And that was the perfect short entry there. Right back to that 40 level. Frick. Right when we got back into that range there. I'm becoming a victim of my own thinking today. Well, I'm back to feeling bearish. I mean, we're back below 40 again, but now I missed on the right opportunity to be getting short right at that 40 level. That's the only bummer here right now for me. But at least now I know where the trap is at. The Bulls are the ones getting trapped right now. Right at that 40 level. I would love to say price will probably return back up here to give me a higher short, but I don't think it is. We'll see. Made 200 on my sim, taking along of the 30s. Nice. I'm here getting caught up. I'm always one move a little bit early. Over here when I was long here, it was just a little bit early. We had to test that 28 first. Then I get long there, aggressive long. I thought we were gonna basically take back 40 and continue to rally as we have been doing in the past. And today, first day where to change of pace. Antonio's still thinking long. I don't blame you. No, even like in general, we're not We're back inside this 10-point range now. Not great. Didn't try one short so far. Me too. You're talking about a short below 40, but I haven't tried any yet. That one I should have been short right there. Look, smelling like a trap right through that 40. 3 points to the upside. And now we're squeezing to the downside here, but I want to see if I can get filled a little bit higher here. Maybe like 38 maybe. 38 I would be okay with. Oh, we're kind of moving so slow too. Not in love with this price action either. Like we want to go, but then we don't want to go. We want to go. And the little volume imbalance did fill out. So like I said, whenever you see those little gaps there, be mindful of them because they do tend to fill out. We're chopping inside this range. It's not pretty. Could have been short that 40. This is actually becoming a pretty long stream because I'm trying to get this move the right way here. Right now I'm down on my combine too, but still within my risk limit. 400 on down on the combine right now. Again, no XFAs. I said it off the bat at the very opening of this stream. I was not in love with price up here, so I'm not going to be risking my XFAs. There's no point. I know where my XFAs are getting involved. The major levels, which by the way, if you're not there, if you want to know what levels those are, and if you want to bring your own levels and your own take on the market, well, feel free to join. It is a 100% free community where we have like-minded traders trading. Traders that want to grow. And all free. That's what's nice. All right. What's going to happen here? Come on. Let's see. Can we get filled around? We did talk about 38. If I take this short at 38, why do I get a feeling we're going to go to the 40? We are investigating issues with the platform. There are platform issues right now I'm getting on Top Step X. So maybe this is a sign for me not to trade. I don't know if you're getting them, but I just got a notification telling me that there are issues right now with Top Step X. Got to 39, 38. I like this. But there are platform issues right now. I don't know if I should refresh this page or what, but there are platform issues right now. You're having issues since Thursday. I'm thinking about a short here. I should have been short that 38, but I got this notification telling me about platform issues. So I don't know if I should be even placing a trade here. So if you are trading on the Top Step platform, be mindful that I just got a notification. Maybe you got it too. So, or you're about to get it because they're saying they have issues right now. Veterans Day in USA. Yeah, probably. Actually, yes. You're right. I forgot about that. That's right. This is pretty bad price action. It's pretty bad. I'm thinking about the short here, 38. Be the last trade of mine. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah. So it is filling. So the platform is having issues, but it is filling your order so far if you're on a combine. I'm gonna try this 38.50. I'm gonna have my stop at 41. That's a 3-point stop. I don't want this if we're gonna be back above 40. So I'm okay with getting stopped out there at 41 for my final trade on the day. But be mindful, there are issues on the Top Step X platform, but they did just fill my, my order. So, or at least on the, on the combine. Trades are dead today, not advice. Antonio's so bullish today, man. I like it. I like the attitude, man. I'm over here on the bearish side, below 40, on my first short of the day here, but you could be right or you could be onto something here. But we'll see. I'm getting dinged around today with price. I think it's because I've been here for so long now. I knew it. I said if I got short at that 38, we were going to go to the 40. We're at the 40 right now. Unreal. Oh, and that was it, I guess. That was the dip on the day. In the sky. Come on, let's get the night 40. So platform issues have been notified here to me, but it's so slow. So slow. Should have been short 40 as mentioned. I knew it. I knew it. See what I'm saying? I'm always manifesting these things. If I hadn't taken the short at 38, we would have probably dipped. But because I shorted 38, we're testing 40 now. Ugh. The right entry here was 40. Like that, I could have my stop at 43. Or somewhere up here, 43.75. But we gotta stay below 40. Or else. Oh my goodness. One move too early on these things. The long there was fine, but now it's looking fine. We're reclaiming again 40. This is such a choppy level. My God. Monday for me. Ah. All right. Top Step just notified, I guess, on my platform that they're good. They are now good. So whatever issue they had, they fixed it. And that's that. I'm getting dinged around here. I'm gonna walk away. I mean, I take that short, and then right when I take the short, we're reclaiming 40. Now becomes a long. You know what I mean? Like there's too much choppiness around this level. It's a long, then it's a short because I trade price, right? So then the problem is when we're dinging around too much around this level, obviously creates me to change my buys. It's not that I'm trying to flip and flop, you know what I mean? Is that every time we keep reclaiming the ducking level, I want to get long. Every time we're getting denied from it, I want to get short. But this is not obviously working, this 40 level today. Duck. Now I want to take the long, but then it might dip. It's like such chop too. Look, I know what you're gonna say. I'm over trading, I know, but we're back to this 40 level. My goodness. I should be long here right now. What are you gonna do, Leo? I should be long. I should be long. But I'm already kind of out of trades, traded out. I got kind of played out at this level. I should be long right now, but shut down. It is a good idea. And again, I'm trading more too because I'm on the combine. I shouldn't do it, but because it could carry over to my XFAs, right? Those are bad habits to build. I'm already 4 trades in on the day. This is more trades than I typically like. Well, first red day, I guess. I know it's a combine, but first red day. I don't think last week I had any red days. So yeah, whatever it happens. The market's playing me, you know what I mean? I'm one move a little bit behind today, so sucks, difficult. This 40 level is proven to be a little bit difficult for me, clearly. And I don't know, it's just the way price is moving too. I'm gonna probably walk away. Trying hard to rewire my brain when it happens. It's difficult. Difficult. I'm at 4 trades on the day. This is a lot for me. On a typical day, I'm only at like 2. And it has to do with obviously I'm at kind of an unplanned. I didn't really plan to be trading inside this level. That's another issue here. On the Discord, I did post up my plan, and not one level has come into play. So obviously, I shouldn't have made any trades. But I have this combine. I'm like, okay, we'll put on some trades for the stream too. But started off okay, and then afterwards, it's going downhill. You can tell. This is the longest stream too, that I've done in a while. So it's telling me, you've been here too long, one move behind. So there's a lot of good reason for me to just walk away, which is probably what I'm gonna be doing here. And just like that, look at that. We're back to being below 40. So it's like, or kind of big below. I don't know what these guys want, honestly. I think I'm over it. I'm gonna walk away. I think it's probably the best thing here. I mean, without this level is a key level for me. Well, not a key, but it's becoming a key level because I'm making it a key level. But what I mean is that it's the level that's in play right now for me, and we have this breakdown here. You can see this kind of level of support here that breaks down. So I thought obviously that we were gonna get one kind of touch and then continue on, but then we're reclaiming, and then it's difficult to reclaim, so they dip, and then we're now reclaiming again. So don't be mad, but I'm thinking about this long here. If we can, I should have been filled at 40 there. The combine, okay? Last combine trade, I promise. This is it. I'm gonna try it. Promise. Last one. Last one. 5 trades now on the day. 5. So I'm over trading, but I gotta stick to that idea of that 40 getting reclaimed. That was just the one FU dip to me, and hopefully we can get going from this long here now. Obviously, if we squeeze through that 45, this will be very aggressive pump, I think. But question is, can they do it? It is a speed bump still. Dinging and donging me, yes. I don't like you today. Today you're playing rough with me, you know what I mean? Like being rough with me. Be mindful here. 45 is incoming. $45 is a level of resistance. Why is this moving like this? I'm thinking my charts are the ones frozen or something. But price is really moving this slow today. Let's squeeze, baby. So the current all-time high is sitting at 53.25. Now I understand why the crystal ball didn't want to give any predictions on the day. It knew it was gonna be shitty. Double top forming. It is looking like it, isn't it? Give me a second. I'll be right back. I just gotta get something done. I'm not gonna. You know my position. You know where I'm at. I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right. My kid's tutor is here. That's why I have to go over there and open the door quickly. All right. What's gonna happen here? JP's looking at that double top right there. Can it play out? We got trend line probably looking like it might want to crack here. I don't know. It's already starting to crack. 40. 40. Don't do me like this, 40. Don't do it. Hold this 40 level. Hold it. Hold it, please. Hold it, pretty please. Pretty please. This 40 level is becoming very difficult. And I guess we're holding 40. It looks like we're holding 40. Yes. No. This is my last trade, by the way. I'm definitely traded out today. Come on. Come on, let's go test 45. And we're breaking down 40. Oh my goodness. This is the double top playing out there. JP calling that double top there. I don't trade patterns like that, but and back down. So obviously now I'm gonna think bearish, but I'm not gonna trade anymore. I am done. I overtraded today for sure. Even though it was a combine, it's still not a good thing to be kind of doing. 5 trades is too many for me on the day. And I think part of the main reason here is obviously, as I mentioned, we keep on kind of dinging and donging around this 40 level here right now. And not part of my plan. I'm not following my plan today. I should have been waiting for levels I mentioned on the Discord this morning. So I'm looking at these particular levels here that I pointed out at 720. So today, I didn't follow the plan. Yes, it's a combine that I'm red on, but at the end of the day, all accounts should be treated the same. And today I kind of broke the rules, and you know, it is what it is. First red day, and I think a week and a little bit. I'm gonna just take it. At least my XFAs are good. XFAs are clean. No losses on those. But yeah, I mean, even on a combine, not great. And just like that, we're breaking 40. See what I mean? Like this level is just becoming difficult for me. Difficult. Tony was right on this thing. Unless you were long from down there like he was, I mean, there's nothing to be doing here. And we're back above 40. I'm not trading this at all. No more. I'm just saying, like, why is this moving like this? So, ugh, garbage. They knew it was freaking long. That's why. Now it's probably going to go. I am not trading it. That's right. Don't forget to like. If you see, you know, like now the stream has been growing a little bit. So I think it's the algorithm. The algorithm is already starting to kind of pick it up because of all of you guys, right? So if you do like what you see, and of course, I mean, in general, you want to support the stream, hit the like. And right now, again, we're squeezing right back above this 40. This 40 is becoming such a pain in the ass. I'm not going to trade this thing. I'm just saying, you know, stay out of this. If you're red on the day, stay out of it. If you're green on the day, I would say stay out of it. I'm still here waiting for the real dip to come in. This is not a dip. This is just some profit taking, making this thing go lower. Five trades on the day. Wow. That's not good. Someone for joining. Yep. This is just sad here at this level here. I don't know why I even bothered trading these levels, to be honest with you. It's like, I think it has part of it has to do with like the stream too, right? I'm not blaming you. I'm not putting no excuses. Every action I do, I take 100% responsibility for it. I'm just saying, like, if you know, if I wasn't on the stream, I wouldn't be here on my desk. This is just garbage to begin with. You know what I mean? Like at the very beginning, I was not in love with this, anyways. So I probably wouldn't have traded today. Before, as I mentioned over here, that Mondays I don't really like to trade. I've been doing better on Mondays now that I've been trading them more often. But there was like a couple months where I just would not trade Monday in general. It would be a day off for me. And I think part of it has to do with the stream. Just because I'm here and then I'm like, you know, I'm gonna combine. We can take a little short here. You know what I mean? But no, it's very bad, wrong mentality. I should be taking trades at my key levels, which I will, of course, if this thing decides to finally pull back. Or go to my levels where I do have a game plan for. Well, that's where I'm going to be trading, which on the community I'll be posting later on. As soon as I enter the trade, I'm posting it on the community. 46. When you stop, you're like, what the fuck happened? You know why I find that so hilarious? Because I can relate to the exact same story. I can relate 100% to the same thing. I used to also do exactly the same thing, and I would come out of there not even remembering one trade that I did. Like I couldn't tell you anything about any trade. It just reminded me of those days when I was like that as well. You feel beat up, you got fucking tossed around, and you don't know. You just come out shook. Well, good thing we were on the combine today, as mentioned right away at the beginning of the stream. I did mention it instantly. Of course, in the combines, I'm a bit more aggressive. Well, not bit, a lot more aggressive. You know what I mean? And I tend to play at levels where I can kind of burn my hand. But this is exactly why, again, I always say, if you just simply want to know what I am at, I'm on. Just ask me. You know what I mean? Like, it's don't just ask. I'm only getting my XFAs involved whenever this thing gives me something better, which is not gonna be inside this range right here. It's gonna be much, much lower. Or yeah. This is just garbage here. And I guess I gotta adjust my levels for tomorrow already a little bit. We got 45 level of resistance, and right now for tomorrow it's not gonna be 40. I'm gonna be going at around 42 or 43. So 43, 45 is gonna be resistance for me right now. It's obviously as of this morning was 40, but it looks like 43 is acting up quite a bit nicer. So I'm gonna be going with 43, 45. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day here. But inside this chopped garbage here, stay out of it. All right, I'm gonna be walking away. It's already 11. This is one of the longest streams I've done now in a while. Don't forget to hit that like button if you want to help me with the algorithms to try and conquer these things to help grow the stream, the community. And of course, if you have not joined, feel free to join. The link is on the chat. It's a 100% free community of like-minded traders. I'm gonna be done walking away. We traded on the combine, didn't do so well, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have red days as a trader. It's part of the game. And after a week and change of straight green, I already know a red day is inevitable for me. It just is what it is. I get too aggressive out of the gates, or something always stupid happens. But just understand, I guess, the red days do happen, and they come at the expense of yourself, and really, because the reason I say that is because I knew I shouldn't have been trading here. You know what I mean? I knew that yes, I should not be trading at these levels. I knew that price was not moving in a way that I like. So these signs here, and also third sign right now, this is one of the longest streams I've done, telling me that I've been here too long, right? Like, yes, I want to grow the stream, but I want to grow my accounts firstly, right? So me being here for this amount of time is all indications. All those three signs are indications that I am not in the right time. I am not following my plan. And therefore, even though it's a combine, yes, I'm walking away red for now. And yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to take it easy for right now. I'm leaning to the downside. 43, 45 appears to be the better level of resistance currently right now. Not 40. 40 kind of dings you too much around here. But yeah, we'll see what happens for tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate your support. I am done. Ciao. Hopefully tomorrow we get some different action, or maybe later on, who knows. On the Discord, I'll be talking about if I do get in any trades later on. Have a good rest of your day, by the way.